Run on down. Wait till everybody starts rolling in. Gotta try to figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner this evening. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. It's gonna be a burrito or what it's gonna be. Same thing. Was it yesterday? No, it's the day before yesterday I had a burrito. Got somebody in here. How y'all doing? What's going on, Dave? It's good to see you, brother. What you been up to, my friend? I hear you. I just been working. Went and picked up me some new luggage and everything. Got me a shower earlier. Thought I'd shave. Mr. Pilot, how you doing? What's going on, everybody? Nicholas, what's going on? $19 in the live. Welcome, everybody. I don't know what I want to eat. I don't know if I want to go get some like Japanese or a burrito or something. Taco truck. I don't know what I want. Head back toward the house. Got to throw another load of clothes in to the wash. Wash clothes. Go ahead and pack up. And I got this luggage. Them spinners too, and they were light, dude. I got like a 28-inch suitcase, man, and it was like, I bet it didn't weigh. So I'm only taking 2 pieces with me. I'm taking a carry-on and 1 check bag, so I think I should be good. I'm actually pushing it. I told myself I was only going to take a carry-on, but I'll see what happens. I just wanted to make sure I got everything with me that I need. Who knows? So what's everybody up to? What have y'all been doing? How's it going, baby puppy? Did finally shave. Gotta go get my hair cut tomorrow. A couple more things I gotta pick up. Yeah, I think I got most everything I need. 16, what's up? Welcome, 16 into live. Guys, that's kind of, I don't do this a lot, but yeah, I'm going to do it. Because the conversation had come up. I've come to realize, and now that I've got a little bit older, you'll come to do the same thing. And this goes for friends and family. I found that not everybody wants to see you succeed. Not everybody wants to see you do good stuff. Not everybody wants to see you doing things, period. It seems to me there's a lot of people that just thrive on watching folks fail, and they enjoy it. It's a hard thing for me to grasp a hold of. I don't understand it. For me, I've always been somebody, for the most part, especially if you're a friend or a family member. If you're my friend, if you're my family, to me, there's nobody no better. It doesn't matter where you stand in life. I don't care about your income. Those things don't matter to me. But I genuinely want to see you. I want you to do better than I could ever possibly do, and then a lot of them do. It doesn't hurt my feelings for friends or family to succeed at something, or if you enjoy traveling and you go to the mountains every weekend, I mean, that has never affected me. It doesn't bother me. And if I don't have the money to go, and most everything revolves around money, the house that you have, cars that you drive, the toys that you have at your home, if you're able to have that, going on trips and this and that, those things, for me, it was neither here nor there for me. It just never was something that I thought about. It never really affected me one way or the other. Say a friend calls me up and they're, hey man, I'm going to the mountains this weekend. And me and my wife and kids, we've got a cruise booked. We're going to do this, man. I'm like, dude, man, it's got to be awesome. That's cool, man. I'm glad you guys are able to do that. But I've come to find out that it's weird to me a little bit. This trip is something that it's important to me. It's something important I want to do. Rose, how you doing? But I'm cautious these days. I don't tell everybody what I'm doing or when I'm doing. One, it's a safety issue. And for my friends and family here at home, and it's pretty safe for me say what I'm about to say. It shouldn't bother anyone. I don't have a whole lot of friends and family that watch my channel. But Thomas, welcome. I've told a few people about my trip that, man, I want to get back. I want to go and get back to the Philippines. Well, I've told a handful of people, and almost every single one has, in their own little way, found a reason why I shouldn't go. Tried to talk me out of it, and almost act upset. Almost act like it made them mad to know that I was going over. And these are family. A lot of them are family members. I've only got a couple that are like excited for me. That confuses me a little bit. I don't understand it. But I find that happens a lot. This topic is about my trip, but if I bought a new vehicle or a new to me vehicle, I'm proud of the things that I have. And for me, if you're friends, family, hey, check this out, man. Let's go for a ride. If I buy me a old car or something, like when I bought my old pickup truck, I was excited to know that I was going to build this. This is going to be a nice little hot rod for me. And, that first week I bought that truck, I was proud of it. I'd never had a old C10 Chevrolet pickup truck. And, I called up a few of my friends and I was like, hey, man, why don't y'all come over? Let's y'all check out this truck I bought. And, kind of cut up with them a little bit on the phone. And, hey, this is my ideas of what I was going to do. How's it going, John? It's good to see you, brother. But they were not interested. It wasn't, and these things, when this kind of happens to you, and I can't be the only one that this happens to. I've heard it from a few other people that people are that way to them, especially here in the West. It's almost like they're a little bit jealous, and I don't understand what's to be jealous, man. They have their life. They do the things that are enjoyed, that they enjoy doing. I don't get upset or I don't feel envious, other than the fact that I may see somebody that has something that I may like, and I'm going to say, hey, man, I'd like to have that. Yeah, some people are just not car guys, I guess. But, these two, I got two in particular that I called. These guys are, they're car guys. They're old car guys. This was something that they would, they'd be pretty hyped about how themselves. I sort of really felt like it was, but it's multiple things. It's happened. It's that. It was the truck. It's this trip. It's not to say that they were never there for me. It's just when it seems like I'm doing something good, or I'm doing good for myself, or, I'm doing something that I'm going to enjoy, or like this trip, I'm planning this trip. They're not interested in hearing about it, or they try to find a way of why I shouldn't be doing it. And that bothers me a little bit, especially if it's family. So, yeah, that's me. The vehicle I'm talking about, 65 C10 Chevrolet, man. It was a beautiful fleet size, beautiful vehicle. And if you're an old car guy, if you're a muscle car guy, this is a truck that you'd be proud to just look at. I'm a car guy. I've always have been. And this is one of my, dude, this is the truck I wanted, always wanted. To have as an old muscle car. Throw you a small block Chevrolet into it, nice little cam, have a tick to it. I loved it, man. This was my dream truck to have. I don't want to ramble on about that, but I kind of said that to go into this. One, it is not required for you to tell everybody your business, no matter what the situation is. When it comes to the Philippines, and you're a person that is thinking that, hey, this is something that you want to do, I strongly suggest find you a friends group that this is their thing that they do. Find other people that are expats that enjoy the travel, because it's going to be easily to be discouraged, especially friends and family in the West. They typically are going to discourage you from wanting to do this. And I am a huge proponent for traveling to the Philippines. this is something you have ever thought about doing, get it on your bucket list. Make an effort to try to make it happen. Get negative people out of your life. At least ignore it for a little while. Because if you can ever put boots on the ground in the Philippines, whether it's Manila, Cebu, Davao, whatever it may be, you are never, I don't think you're ever going to regret it. For me, it's hard to see somebody regretting it. As long as you can learn to live with as long as you can learn to live with the Philippines, I'm not saying it's absolutely perfect, but there is negative things about the Philippines. And I heard somebody say this the other day, death by 1,000 cuts. For some folks, and right now it sort of is me, as much as I love the Philippines, I can't see myself 100% full time in the Philippines. There's things about the West that I need in my life. 100% full time? No, I've got to get away. So, so much of one thing will get, a little monotonous. One, that's why you want to, in my opinion, travel around, see different places, spend a little time here, spend a little time there. The next thing is that group of friends. If you've got a group of expat friends that are in the Philippines at any given time, this will make your stay a lot better. Don't be like you are at home. And I'm sort of talking to myself with this, guys, because I'm a homebody. I don't do a whole lot anymore. I don't travel a lot here. I do a little bit, but not very much. I work, come home. That's all I really do. Don't do that in the Philippines. Don't make it a thing where you go there and all you do is stay in your condo or your hotel. You're really going to get tired of that really fast. Find you a group of friends, whether it be expats. This group, people, especially if you have a group of Filipino friends, and these expats, their spouse or their girlfriends, once you meet, the first thing's going to happen is they're going to start trying to set you up. They're going to find out, are you single? Do you have a wife? What's your story? And they're going to start trying to set you up. And interested in dating at all, I would strongly suggest that you try to group yourself in with like-minded folks, whether it be Filipino or expats or whatever. Now, these always come with a caution. Be careful who you surround yourself with. Have a good circle, but have a circle. Alone in the Philippines is not something I suggest for anyone. That's a very, very bad idea. And if you're not a social person, learn to be social. It's going to make your life a lot easier and a lot more enjoyable. So, I kind of come on here. I wanted to kind of mention that because that's something that got in the back of my head today, just because of a conversation that I had. And as much as I love my friends and my family here, do not get me wrong, but it's okay to have friends and family and y'all don't agree on things. I don't agree a lot of the times with my friends and family on their lifestyle. There's things that you do. I don't drink anymore. I don't. Doesn't mean that, you're a bad person if that's what you do. I just don't do that myself. So to me, I loop it into the same thing. I love going to the Philippines. They like going to the bars. They don't enjoy me doing that. They don't want me to do that. Well, I would rather you not do that, but I don't do it. But do you? I'm going to do me. As Fish in the Philippines says, you guys ain't never watched William in the Philippines, check him out. I like him. He's kind of a laid back dude. Comes on every day and tells me about his day. I enjoy his channel. But yeah, uh, guys, not everybody's going to agree with every decision that you make in life, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with friends and family being leery of their nephew or their son or whoever it may be, whoever your friend is or your family is. There's nothing wrong with them having their opinion. It just is exactly that. It's their opinion, just like mine. Everybody's got an opinion, just like everybody's got a butthole. We've all got one. It doesn't mean I got to pay attention to it. Be safe when you decide to come over there. Do safe things. Don't put yourself in crazy predicaments. You're not going to do it here. Don't do it there. Get yourself a good, strong group of guys, expat Filipinos, a good group of friends that you can depend on in most cases. Have a plan in place of everything that you're going to do. Have a backup plan. A lot of people say, I don't go nowhere with a plan. It's not what it's about. I'm not saying plan your day out. I'm just saying have a plan to make sure you stick to. What I mean is money. Make sure you got a plan for your money. Don't expect to go to the Philippines on $10,000 and you're going to live the rest of your life. That is not smart business. Have a plan. You've got to, whatever that pool of money is, figure out what that's going to cost you. And whatever that pool of money is, make sure you got a pool of money for safety. Because you got everyday expenses, and when you live in the Philippines, just like you would at your own home, you're going to have those expenses month in, month out. But you need to have a safety net that's going to cover your butt. And don't put yourself in a predicament to get in trouble over there. That's going to be an extremely important topic these days. I've noticed especially the last month or so, we've got a lot of expats, whether it's American, foreigners in general. They're obviously, I think they're ended up doing some goofy stuff, and it's getting themselves in trouble. And goes back to what I said. Don't put yourself into a predicament. You ain't going to be in a predicament. Keep yourself safe over there. Always have an out. Plan yourself an out. Have a plan in place, whether it be your money, your safety, where you're staying. Cover yourself on everything. I say it's a vital importance for me. I make a way that I know I got medical always, and I make a way I always have enough money to get out. If you don't have a return ticket, make sure you got a way to get money to get return ticket in case you lose all the money you got in your pocket. And I suggest having more than one way of having money. Have cash on you, have your bank account, card, have somebody at home that's got a little bit of money of yours that they can Western Union you or, send it remitly or whatever it may be, SendWave, whatever you use. Always have something that covers your butt and everything. So I just wanted to jump on and talk about that and give my opinion. And again, this is just my personal opinion. You guys don't have to use it. It's just a caution. Here's the thing. Look at it from this standpoint when we're talking about people's opinions on if you should come to the Philippines or not, and you've never come. They've never done it, probably just like you've never done it. If you're new to this, anything you've never done is scary. Starting a business is scary if you've never done it. Most folks are going to tell you, you can't do it. You don't need to do it. Don't waste your money on that. Well, they've never been to the Philippines. You've never been to the Philippines or Southeast Asia, wherever it may be over there. Chances are they've probably never went. So it's scary when you've never done anything and you never went there. Well, just for instance, the Philippines. If there's anybody on here that's ever been to the Philippines, you know as well as I do, this is not true. I was told by a family member I shouldn't go. This was my very first trip that I'd ever went. I was told by a family member that I should not go. That didn't I know they were killing people in the streets? They were taking Americans and unaliving them. Maybe I should say it that way. In the streets in Philippines, and that they were doing this like every day. It was happening. Wasn't I worried about that? And it bothered me a little bit. I was like, I didn't know this. Let me look at this. And I'd already been looking at things on the Philippines for years and years, or not years and years, months and months at this time. And I started looking at videos. Not one video did I find where, you know, Americans were getting killed, or, you know, foreigners were getting killed in the Philippines or unalived in the Philippines on a daily basis. I looked at every place I could. Now, there were areas that were not as safe as others, and you guys know what that is. If you looked into the Philippines at all, you know there are certain areas in, I believe it's the South, that is suggested that you should not, you know, go alone, go by yourself. Don't take that chance. That was true, but it was nothing like what they said. Only to find out they had no idea what they were talking about. They were thinking the Philippines was actually, is it Myanmar or whatever? A whole nother country. That's what they were thinking about. And now, obviously, after I went, I was like, these people are crazy. They have no idea what they're talking about. Because I went to Manila my very first time I ever going, and it was like, to be honest, it was better than what I lived, the way I lived at home. It really was. I mean, it's like living in a big city. It's nice. And yes, if I put myself in, and not to be derogatory, but like, you guys know what I'm talking about, the slums in real poor part of town, the slums of the area, and that's the only way I know how to put it. I'm not going to say it's the poor part. It's the very, very, you know, way below poverty line, whatever it may be. If you do that in New York City, I'm going to caution you exactly the same way. Don't go in these areas at night alone. Don't do it in the Philippines alone. Don't do it in New York. Don't do it in LA. Well, I ain't going to Skid Row and walk up and down through there at any point just alone just to do it. You don't do stupid stuff. Don't put yourself in a stupid predicament to get yourself in a predicament. Chances are, if you never put yourself in a predicament, you will never be in a predicament. And I live by that motto. I don't do it. I try to keep myself now. There's a slight chance something could happen outside of your control. But again, my plan, just like I say, I always have you a plan. Don't put yourself in it, and you probably are not going to be in a predicament. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all holding on this long. It's starting to get dark outside. I have made a decision. I think I'm going to go with Italian. I think I'm going to do an Italian cheesesteak for dinner. I think that's what I'm going to do. I come by this place over here, and there's a restaurant here in town. It's called Gondolier. I like it. Pretty fair. It's pretty decent. Used to go when I was a kid with Mom and them. But we'll go over here. I'm gonna give me a cheesesteak. Maybe a curly fry, a little ketchup, some breadstick with some dipping sauce. Get a little something like that, put in my belly. Get to the house and do a little more cleaning, watch a little TV, maybe start packing some bags and everything. Appreciate you guys holding on this long. Appreciate y'all watching the content. John, man, I appreciate you. You've been following me since just about day one. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love, man, that you guys show me, y'all. Y'all have no idea. You guys are some of my closest friends here. I love you guys and appreciate it. Maybe a batch of chicken feet. That is, hey, okay. You know, I've got a friend that I've been talking to in the Philippines, and she's a really close friend, and we've we talk ever so often. And she has a friend of hers that she works with, and I kid you not, she called me the other day on video chat in their office, and her friend was there with her, and she said, "Look at this." Her friend had rice and chicken feet, and I said, "Nope, not this old boy." But y'all, I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I appreciate y'all watching. If you enjoy this, if you guys are new and you haven't decided to become part of the family, go ahead and double tap that screen, like and subscribe. We'd love to have you. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. We really do. It's fun to have you guys hang out with me for a little bit and listen to my drama stories or whatever. And, this is y'all that has been watching and everything. Y'all know this is one of my biggest dreams to get back over there. And it's, as long as the Lord allows me the time and the ability, looks like it's going to happen. We're 3 days away. We're going to get out of here. We're going to fly out of here. We're going to head over there, and I'm going to enjoy my life for a few months over there. And, guys, I'm going to live stream a lot more once I get there. I'll have more time. And maybe I may not be able to do it every day, but you guys will be able to catch some of it if this is what you want. There's going to be a lot more new content. I'm sorry. I'm hoping I can get over there and get to see some of the Cinelog festival and all that. I'm coming in. There's still going to be a few days left once I get there of the festival and all that and all the activities they have. Really, you guys will watch. That was one of my first videos that I put out, or I think it was a short, and I think I've done a video as well. I'm interested to see if it's even more crowded than what that video had showed before. Coach, how are you doing? It's so good to see you. But I'm interested to get over there and kind of see how things are. If you guys didn't catch my original live, my first live today, there was breaking news for all you guys that don't already know. And TV, it's good to have you. Appreciate you coming in. But guys, the breaking news is this. Kuya Dave's channel is going to be changing just a little bit. There's a small caveat to it. I've got videos made, but I haven't posted them yet. And I hope you guys will forgive me for this. I'm kind of private on some things. I don't tell everybody everything about my life. But earlier this year, and you guys may or may not know this, I had some health issues pop up with me. And I had to come back and, that I've been dealing with this for, let's say, 4 to 5 years. I've been dealing with some things, and it got worse and worse. And this year they had to cut my leg off. And my biggest dream after that was, well, even before that, was I want to be able to go back to the Philippines and enjoy my life. I want to see if I can do that. So from here on, and this is my coming out video. Guys, I'm a one-legged bandit now. I'm an amputee going to the Philippines. I'm a big dude as an amputee going to the Philippines. What's my life going to be like now? How easy is it going to be with somebody with a mobility issue getting around? Now, here's the thing. Yes, guys, I am an amputee. They done a below knee amputation on my left leg. I don't walk very well, but I do walk. I'm walking better today than I have since I've had it. I've only been in this leg for a few months. So, there's been physical therapy. Obviously, there was the surgery, there was the recovery and all this. And I've got videos that I'm going to post. I promise you I'll get to that. I've probably got 5 or 6 videos that I still need to post out. So my channel from here on is going to be Kuya Dave as an amputee. in the Philippines, how easy is it going to be for me to get around? What are the complications? How do I overcome them? And my channel has always been about that much about Kuya Dave or Dave. And the rest of it was always going to be, I wanted it to be information. And now there's a little bit more information I'm going to be able to give you. If you're somebody that's got some sort of mobility issue or something, and that's the perspective I can come from, because I have a mobility issue, you know, what's it like in the airports? What's it like when I get to the Philippines? What's it like transitioning, walking through the streets? Now, as I told in my last live, the same thing. I'm saying the same thing over here. And I promised everybody that today I'd come on and I'd give them all the information I was going to. I'm also going over with a mobility scooter just in case something comes up and there's a problem with my leg. I'm not being stuck in a condo my whole time over there. I will ride a mobility scooter all over the Philippines and everywhere I go. When I travel to different islands, I'm probably going to take it with me. How easy is it going to be on the airplanes? How easy will it be on, ferries and stuff like that? What's this life in the Philippines going to be like from here on with Dave, with the issues that he has? Maybe you're somebody that's watching this and you just so happen to see and you're like, I'm retired, or I've got, some of the same issues. I got mobility issues. I don't walk well. You're going to be able to see through my lens what life's going to be like over there. Is it possible? Is it not possible? How easy is it going to be on me? How hard is it going to be on me? And I try to always go with a positive. So I'm going to say, how easy is it going to be for us? I have a charging station and all that. I'm bringing an extra charger just in case there's an issue. I did look up. They actually sell this same brand that I own here in the West. They actually have those in the Philippines and chargers. So even though I'm coming with extra, there's options for me to be able to buy if something happens with a charging station and all that I can get it there. The next thing is my prosthetic that I have. They actually have suppliers and mobility specialists in the Philippines with the same brand that I have. So if I have any issues, I can get pretty close to the same products that I have now, if needed. So, guys, we're pushing 38, 40 minutes now. I appreciate y'all hanging in here. If I don't get me something to eat ordered, I'm not even going to get to eat tonight. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. We're sitting here in the parking lot. Ulta and all that's over there, and Ross and all this stuff. So I'm fixing to go in here at the old gondolier and grab me a cheesesteak sandwich. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I love you guys. Hope y'all have a blessed night, blessed evening, wherever you guys are at. Blessed morning if you're in the Philippines, or wherever you may be at. Coach, I know where you are, and everything. John, I appreciate you coming in, man. You guys are awesome. I love y'all. Again, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Double tap that screen. We're going to catch you in the next live. Probably the next live, guys. I don't know if I'll do another live or anything before I'll actually fly out, but I may actually do a live when I fly at the airport. I may actually do another one there. So it's good to see you guys. I appreciate it. Y'all have a blessed day. Take care.